Hi guys, this is a quick video on the overview of my fast helmet that I use when I play airsofting, depending on the role that I do. This is what I use when I have my Polar Star M4 and I'm basically playing a rifleman. It's nothing exciting really. It's a sort of Chinese clone fast helmet that I got from eBay. I have an OG Union flag there. I've done a very basic and possibly fairly poor camouflage sort of snakeskin paint job on it. It was a tan helmet. I basically put some scrim scarf over the top and sprayed olive green just to try and break it up a bit. On the front I have my GoPro mounted on a GoPro night vision shroud mount. My goggles that I use with this are again cheap Chinese clone goggles that I brought from eBay. They cost about, I don't know, £14 delivered. They're quite sturdy, they feel cheap, but I've taken maybe about 6,000 rounds in these, and other than a slight blemish on over the sort of like the left eye, which you can't really see on camera, but when you look through from the back you can sort of see where it's impacted, BB's impacted. No issues. No fogging anymore because I've changed what I sort of wear to cover my face. I used to wear like a shroud, like balaclava thing, which I'll just pull here. I used to wear this, which is, you know, the sort of Call of Duty Ghosts face mask. I used to wear that underneath the helmet and then put the goggles over, but really bad fogging. I spent most of my time leaving the game area to the safe zone so I could clean my goggles. So I don't wear that anymore. What I do have instead is a metal mesh face mask in black, and I customised that so that it fits onto the arc rail adapters here. I'll just pull that out so you can have a little better look. So that's the face mask. I've had to bend it and sort of like reposition some of it so that it fits and curves better. I'll pull you in close so you can have a better look, but we've got the arc rail adapters there, and also what I've done on the back just to pull it off my face, because I used to find that this bit here, the top nose part, would push on my nose, and the way my nose is, it kind of pops out a little bit at the bottom. It used to really hurt, so I've taken some foam from like a gun case, an old gun case, and I've hot glued it into position. I've got two cheek bits here and here, and then I've got a piece that I've bent and hot glued into place over the nose, and that just brings it off my face a little bit and allows me sort of like a little bit more comfort while I'm wearing it. Also, running around with this foam on when I'm sweating, it doesn't rub as much as what sort of this other material that comes with it does on my nose, so it's a lot more comfortable. But what I'll do is I will bring you in closer and give you a closer look at the helmet and how this attaches to the helmet. So be right back. Okay guys, welcome back. Brought you in just a little bit closer, and I've also added a little bit more light so you can actually see what's going on. Right, this is a face mask that I use. Standard mesh face mask, cost a couple quid on eBay. It did originally have the band that went all the way round the head, but what I've done that is I've just cut it and then just fitted the arc rail adapters on the end there. You see those, and then basically trial and error fitting to get that to slot in place and sit properly on my face. Also here you get like a better view of the foam padding that I've put on just to bring the face mask off of my face. Normally it would sit and it would rub, and I didn't like that because it was uncomfortable, and normally made just on the bridge of my nose would be an area where it was really sore. So I've just put foam, hot glued that in place, and then really kind of bent this round into shape so it fits better, so I get a decent cheek weld with my rifle as well. So yeah, so that's the face mask. Here are the goggles, just up close. As you can see, there's this strip in the middle that's a bit of plastic. That annoys me when I look at them, but when I'm wearing them I don't notice it, so it doesn't really make a difference to me. But they've lasted a long time, they've lasted maybe 2 years. And then back onto the helmet, as I said earlier, it's a cheap clone of a fast helmet. It's got the arc rail, so I can get like the arc rail adapters and attach flashlights and things to it. Olive green Union flag there on the right. Seems to be what most people do with their helmet. They put their country's flag on the side. It's got some Velcro at the back as well, but I haven't put anything on there yet. What I'm going to do is get sort of a battery pack to sit on there, and then I can run a USB cable to my GoPro at the front and keep that battery charged, so I've got longer gameplay on that. GoPro here is just the basic GoPro Hero, very cheap, but it works and it's fairly good quality. I use a mix of GoPro Studio and Camtasia for my videos, because I will usually make videos with the camera that I'm recording on now. That will be attached to, say, my sniper rifle, which is my R96, which I'll go through in another video, and this will go on a headband underneath my bush hat if I'm playing sniper, or on here. I don't normally use this camera that I'm recording on, which is a standard sort of Panasonic video camera, unless I'm sniping, which over the last couple of months, year or so actually, been my main sort of role. You can sort of see the paint scheme that I've put on here. I know it's not great, but it does enough. What I'm going to do is get some shock cord and run some shock cord through the loops here, so I can stuff scrim and bits and pieces underneath it. I'm also going to get a side mounted torch to go on here, and possibly I'm looking at getting a contour camera to go on the side of my M4, but I can also put it on here if I want to get some extra helmet footage. You've probably seen this on YouTube already with the face mask mods, but very simply just slot it into there, and then the same on the other side, like so, and then you've got a face mask that goes up there, and that seems to work pretty well. The chin strap is on the helmet is standard cheapy Chinese made chin strap, but I've never had an issue with the helmet bobbling up and down or coming off or coming loose. There's not so much weight on the front as well with the GoPro, so I tend to find that running around with the GoPro is easy, and I don't have any troubles with it. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll put all this on and I'll show you what it looks like when it's on. So this is what the helmet looks like when it's on. It's the same as a million other YouTubers and airsofters out there, the way they use this. I find this is really comfortable sometimes. It's probably why it's so popular. Also, full sill goggles tend to make it easier, less BBs. The elastic on the side, I don't know if you can really see that, but that covers my ears. Now sometimes I'll have like a Bowman headset come down here, which will sort of sit outside the mask. But what that really does is it just gives me a little bit of extra protection on the left ear, and then on the right ear I'm not so bothered. If I get hit on the ear, it hurts, pain goes away after a while. So yeah, that's my helmet and my face mask and my eye protection for when I'm running my Polar Star M4 as a rifleman. I will show you my plate carrier and my belt rig other videos upcoming. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.